Stephen didn't define you by anything material or anything earthly. He was really a spiritual, holy man.
Our mothers were a part of a family of 6 siblings, which offered the good fortune of sharing a large extended family of cousins and many opportunities for interaction. These interactions extended into adulthood in the form of Christmas parties and summer outings. Steve was always the champion of humor at every gathering. As the old saying goes, he was the life of the party.
Well, here's this old guy with his ponytail. It's kind of cool. And then we found out that his intent was to donate his hair to Locks to Love for people that had lost their hair due to cancer treatments or other issues. And that's just the kind of guy he was.
Steve came into a family. Our family consisted of 10 people, got 6 sisters. He handled them all very well. You got to give him props because he put up with all of them.
I met Steve Martin in 1977 when I married Bill Higdon and became a member of this big old family. Don't tell anybody, but Steve was always my favorite.
We went to a little cafe that John and I found in Jefferson, Georgia. It was at an old jail. It was very neat, but needless to say, before we left, we had several photo ops.
He loved irises, and I don't like irises, so I would dig mine up and give them to him, and he'd plant them along the front yard. So we're looking forward to seeing those irises grow as a memory to Stephen.
The last time they were down, him and I decided we wanted to play 9 holes of golf. And so we got down to the course, and the gate was down. So Steve jumped out, and he was going to raise the gate, but needless to say, the gate wouldn't raise. Both of us crawled under the gate. We left our clubs at the car, except for about 3 clubs apiece we took, and we jammed some balls in our pockets, and off we went.
We had a lot of good times when they lived in Spring and we lived in Clear Lake, taking kids to the beach in the summertime in Galveston Island. And when Bill died in 2010, Steve and Kay came to be with us down at our river house and stayed with us and celebrated Bill's life. We had some good times then too.
He was an individual committed to his family. I can remember the many occasions he exposed his love for and pride in his children and dedicated wonderful wife, Kay.
A true example of what a husband should be and what a marriage should be. That's what Kay and Steve had. That's what we should all strive to have, because it's pretty much perfect.
I would like to say to Kay and Adrian and Allison, you were very special to Steve, and it was a blessing.
He was always on. He always was ready to talk about God and was always ready to offer good advice. He took good advice. He was a humble man, even though he was extremely smart and well-schooled. Probably has more books on theology than anybody I've ever known.
He was always kind. He always had nice words to say. I've never heard him criticize or be mean about anything. He always had an upbeat personality. He obviously loved his family, and he loved his country as he served his country, and he loved God and tried to live a life in accordance with the gospel.
What I liked about Stephen was that with Stephen, you got Stephen. He was genuine. He genuinely loved God. He genuinely wanted to impart the knowledge that he had so that others could know God. Stephen, he was a man that knew he was going to heaven, and he walked the walk. We loved him so much. We'll miss him.
He loved us unconditionally. He loved us when we were on the mission field unconditionally for 5 years, and he has loved me as my spiritual mentor for the past 4.5 years.
I still think that God has his hands full, because I know Stephen walked through those gates with his notebook ready. Heaven's a better place for Stephen Martin being there.
Just a few weeks ago, but he did leave us with a legacy. He left us with a list of 10 ways to live better for God, because that's how Steve was. He was always trying to do better and wanting everybody else to do better as well.